All tea, all shade. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 shadiest queens from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Roxy's a pageant girl, and those pageant girls play some wicked mind games backstage.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at shade as in reading someone well and a mix of queens being shady in the traditional sense, not necessarily the queens who are strictly nasty on their season.
Miss Industry, congratulations on your new role as the big bad wolf. By the hair on your chinny chin chin.
Therefore, we've excluded queens like Phi Phi in season 4, since she mostly just insulted her fellow contestants.
You're a fake-ass bitch, I don't like you, and you shouldn't even be here.
And Tyra Sanchez, as her nasty attitude was more of the focus rather than being shady or throwing shade.
I was hoping and praying that you would choose me.
I'm sorry.
Now look, you stuck me with these bitches.
Oh my god, I'm in a group with like Satan's baby.
Number 10, Roxy Andrews. Her name is Roxy Andrews, and she's here to make it clear. She's a shady queen, and that's why she made it here.
I'm gonna show you what I can do. You're going crazy and seeing too.
We all know how reality TV works. The producers can vilify a contestant via the magic of editing, and in season 5, Roxy Andrews was definitely pinned as the season's bitter queen.
So what has been your favorite moment throughout this competition?
Seeing you in the bottom 2.
Whether you were Team Roxy Andrews in season 5 or Team Jinx Monsoon, you can't deny that Roxy's bitterness towards Jinx's success made her rather unlikable.
Here's your pate, mother darling. At least I think it's pate. The label is faded.
From one shady queen to another, Jade Jolie even said of Roxy,
Miss Roxy tries to swear up and down that she's just the sweetest thing on a top of a cake, honey, and she's not. Oh, I'm real and I'm real. Just because you say you're real over and over doesn't make you real, so get on with it.
From constantly tearing down Jinx due to her own insecurity or just throwing shade left and right, we have to give it to Miss Thick and Juicy for providing great entertainment.
I can't hear you, I'm blow drying my hair.
I would never discredit your form of drag.
Huh?
Number 9, Raja. Winner of season 3 and one of the most polished queens to ever appear on the show, it was clear that Raja Gemini came prepared to snatch the crown.
Now, prance, I say, prance, my queen.
All hail the queen.
The calm and collected queen rarely got into any heated arguments, but make no mistake, Raja was truly one shady lady. The producers of the show captured some great facial expressions when reacting to comments of her fellow contestants.
Shangela's quite charming, she's super funny, but the great majority of our challenges have been really creative ones, and she doesn't have a creative bone in her body. And I don't know how she's lasted, and it's frustrating.
Always making sure she wasn't fully insulting her fellow queens, Raja loved to start her statements with a positive trait. However, you know a but would be included.
You know what, I think Stacey's a lovely person, but to be honest with you, people need to be filtered out. I need this to be a real competition at this point, I'm just saying.
When Raja's fellow competitors had something negative to say about her, Raja took their backhanded compliments and threw shade right back at them.
You know what, Raja? I love your washed-up supermodel. I really do.
Thank you. I was pretty pleased with that, actually. And I could see for a lot of you, maybe not all of you, but a lot of you, I think it was a pretty big challenge, wouldn't you say?
Number 8, Courtney Act.
Is this America's Next Top Model?
Oh, sorry.
Just kidding!
This Aussie queen was one of the fishiest and talented queens in Drag Race history. In addition, we'll add Shady Queen to her title as well. Before you drag us, let us break it down. Yes, she may not immediately come to mind when you think of shady queens, and some may say she got the villain edit, but let's show some receipts.
You're on season 1?
No! What season were you on? Were you on season 1? And I was like, oh, we're playing that this year, bitch?
There were many instances where Courtney threw subtle shade. For example, during an episode of Untucked, she subtly threw shade at Bianca's appearance.
Like, she's pretty, but she's not like pretty. But she's not pretty.
Ooh,
but she's
girl.
No, I mean, like, she's not. I'm not trying to dig a hole
I know
here.
what you're
No, just keep talking. I'm enjoying it.
Her shadiest moments, of course, were when she spoke of Jocelyn Fox.
Imagine if you were the before But the problem is, no one would ever believe that you were the after.
As they say, sometimes it's best not to meet your hero.
Because she's the second-rate Courtney Act.
I think it was low rent.
Shady.
It's clear that Courtney does not see me at the same level as her.
Number 7, Jade Jolie.
Honey, I'm serving up fish, tuna on a platter. You look gorgeous.
Thank you, you too.
Jade is bubbly. She laughs a lot. I just like to be fabulous and fun.
In season 5, Jade Jolie introduced herself as the sweetest bitch you'll ever meet. But when the other queens crossed her, she was anything but.
What is your look? I'm still trying to figure it out.
Early in the season, she was quick to come for up-and-coming drag queen Serena Chacha.
Serena said she went to art school. She might want her money back.
When the Panama native bragged about her young age, Jade reminded Serena that,
Girl, you ain't that pretty. Cover girl, don't cover boy, baby.
She was similarly unfazed by her other competitors. On self-proclaimed fishiest queen Vivian Panay, she told us,
Vivian's cute, but I'm cuter.
Of course, enemy number 1 for Jade was Alyssa Edwards, who could give back as good as she got.
Girl, if I was gonna judge anyone, I'd judge you on that body where the shoulders should match them hips, but they don't, so.
When their rivalry spilled into Untucked, Jade hit Alyssa right where it hurt.
Girl, you had rolls all over the place in the back. It was disgusting.
Back rolls. This little queen is trying to really come for me today. Enough.
Number 6, Ginger Minj.
Hi, fellas. My name is Ginger Minj, and I am a overweight, asthmatic, chain-smoking cross-dresser from Orlando, Florida.
The glamour toad is in the building. Ginger burst onto the scene in season 7 and made a strong comeback in All Stars 2.
Adore Delano. Do you know what makes you the #1 fan favorite of all time?
No.
Neither do I.
While she didn't exactly get a villain edit, Ginger threw full-on shade in and out of the workroom.
I'm super happy that Kennedy won. I think she did a great job.
I agree.
But there's part of me that goes, well, hell, if I had sat back and let somebody else write everything for me, could I have won?
That's her look.
You did the work.
It seems like I keep helping everybody else win challenges.
Ginger was full of backhanded compliments, which is quite honestly the perfect example of shade we're describing here. During an episode in season 7, she didn't hide her disdain for Max in front of the other contestants.
Besides that, they said everything good. And Ariana was really nice about my look, and she said that I was haunting.
You look so disappointed.
Or subtly shade Miss Fame by saying she's not a performer.
Does it piss you off that you serve something very different every single week and there's people who get by doing the same shit and are praised for it?
Perhaps the competition got the best of her? We'll let you decide.
Ginger says some things sometimes that are totally meant to, like when she said the thing about,
my God.
How do you feel? Because some girls have been running the same thing on the runway I was like, who are you talking about?
Oh my God, bitch.
Are you talking about yourself?
I was like,
Number 5, Tatyana.
Since Morgan's been gone, Raven all of a sudden decides she wants to blossom verbally.
Much more than just a pretty face, Tatyana is one of the only queens who can read you with nothing but a fake smile and a one-word catchphrase.
We all make choices, but that was a choice.
This was something she popularized when she made her triumphant return in Drag Race and All Stars 2. Like when she explained her team-up choice in the stand-up comedy challenge.
I picked Detox to be my partner because she's funny, she's dirty, and she's not Phi Phi or Roxy. Choices.
Tatyana even cameoed in an episode of Untucked for All Stars 1 to read the contestants.
Alexis Mateo.
oh, Jesus.
You're always the first to throw shade when you should probably be the first to go hide in it. Thank you.
And the Spill the Tea tea set she used was revived for her fish tank commercial in All Stars 2. Thank you.
It's perfect for anywhere. Wearing chartreuse doesn't work for everybody. Choices.
Number 4, Shangela Laquifa Wadley.
Hallelujah, lady!
Of all the queens on the show, Shangela is definitely the one queen who showed the most growth.
Looks like the box got an upgrade, and so did I. Hallelujah, I'm back, bitches! Again.
After all, being the only queen to get 3 chances to compete for the title of America's Next Drag Superstar meant that she had to step up her game. And she did just that in All Stars 3, when she was poised to snatch the crown.
Shangela. Phoebe.
I'm sorry, my dears, but this is not your time. You are and will always be all-stars.
Thank you.
Though we were sad she didn't make it all the way, it was rewarding to see her come so far, especially compared to her time in season 3, arguably her shadiest season.
I am the Nancy Drew of drag. I want to know the real tea, and if I smell a stunt, I'm gonna call it out.
She provided immense entertainment during her confessionals, and who could forget Toolgate? The self-proclaimed Nancy Drew of drag, Shangela went on a mission to unravel the truth of Raja's hairdress. Fingers crossed for her return in another season, even if it's just a cameo.
Oh, that tool?
Mm-hmm, that tool, and that's what I laid it on, and then I spray adhesive the out of it until it turns solid, yeah.
And I thank you. Finally, some truth out of Raja.
Number 3, Willam.
I've worked with Oscar winners. I've worked with Diane Keaton. Someone else has danced on a bar. Good for them.
As the first contestant to ever be disqualified from Drag Race, you know that Willam isn't exactly the shy and retiring type.
You should not be here.
Your tone seems very pointed right now.
Willam spent most of her time on her season plugging her IMDb page and aggravating Phi Phi O'Hara.
So don't put me in a category of being a loser. You can keep that to yourself.
Okay, let me rephrase. None of us won tonight. None of us won tonight.
That's better.
Aw, you're welcome.
Chad Michaels' age also gave her plenty of material for the reading challenge.
Chad Michaels, you so old. You still on myspace.com, Chad Michaels.
I was gonna take that down.
The creme brulee of Willam's shade throwing usually came in the form of subtle clapbacks during Untucked. Hardly ever raising his voice, he can shut down an argument in a snap.
Is the carpet comfortable?
Number 2, Jujubee. Ever since Jujubee told us she likes,
I love long walks on the beach, big and fried chicken.
we've been hanging on to every outrageous thing she says.
The universe is saying, don't. The universe is saying, do not now.
Jujubee first competed on Drag Race back in season 2, where between Tatyana and Raven, she was up against some stiff competition in the shade department.
Pandora, by the looks of you, you're going through the change of life, honey.
Nonetheless, she showed off some serious wordplay skills in the reading mini challenge, with put-downs like,
And you, legendary you think you are. Legendary looks like leg and dairy.
Unsurprisingly, Jujubee emerged victorious. We were delighted to see her return as a professor on Drag U and a contestant on the first All-Star season.
Mimi, did you find that dress for sale? Half off? 75% off? Did it keep going down? Did you have a coupon?
Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Well, India paid $600 for them, $600 whole dollars for those boobs, so she is gonna wear them.
So I don't mean to interrupt, but I do. I just want to reiterate. So your scandal was bad fashion?
Well, bad fashion, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure. Her scandalous mini challenge was worst dress. That was the scandal. Bitch, that wasn't no scandal. That's just your style.
Cheers. I'm so glad you're here.
Number 1, Bianca Del Rio.
If you say, we need to wear jewelry, you wear the whole store.
There are few queens who can elevate throwing shade into an art form, but Bianca Del Rio is one of them.
There's too many of these queens from Drag Race trying to sing, so don't put out an album.
The season 6 winner is a professional insult comic, so we shouldn't have been surprised when she tore her sisters apart week after week.
We were in drag. They wanted some local, like, celebrity type people.
And none of them were available, which is why you took the job.
It's true.
Bianca is a pro at dishing it out, but she can also take it just as well. In the Queens of Comedy Challenge, she took aim at herself before destroying the judges.
And you know what I gotta say to y'all? Is that I will show you versatility when Santino wins a sewing competition and Visage wears a turtleneck. You hear me?
Since the show, she's taken her Rolodex of hate and Not Today Satan tours all over the world. As an equal opportunity insulter, no one is safe from Bianca's razor-sharp reads, but sometimes all it takes from her is a look.
And my dad is from Honduras, which basically means I have a large dick, no credit, and a tendency to take things that don't belong to me.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.